Hey everybody, as you all know by now, the comedy world lost a very, very funny, talented Latino comedian by the name of Angelo Lozada. Angelo Lozada, a very good friend, funny as fuck. Guy was just doing warm up for the Daily Show. I don't know how many people know that. He was the warm up comedian for the Daily Show. He was also traveling all over the world with Trevor Noah, featuring for him. He was on the rise. He was on the rise, Angelo Lozada. Yet, not everybody knows who Angelo Lozada is. Not everybody. Now that he's died, sure. Now everybody knows. Oh, Angelo Lozada. Wow, I didn't know. He's funny. It's sad that it takes a tragedy or it takes death for everybody to know who. Who Angelo Lozada is. So then my question is, why is that? Why doesn't everybody know who Angelo Lozada is? Because you see, Angelo Lozada is a victim of what Latino comedy has been for the last 25 years or more. Latino comedy has been underrepresented on TV. 25 years since I've been in the business. And one of the reasons I got into the business was to change that. So I created platforms so we can feature and show Latino comedians so they can shine. The Show Que Locos itself was a platform. It launched careers. I can't tell you how many comedians, including George Lopez, Gabriel Iglesias, Felipe Esparza, a lot of them. Show was great. Show was great. But then it was canceled. That was back in 2001. Nothing has replaced the show since 2001. It's amazing. Not one show. You had some that came and went, but that's not good enough. Why can't we always have something happening? You have BET, they have their, African American comedians they're representing. You have Comedy Central. But where is that stand-up show for Latino comedians? Where's the platform? There's none right now. Recently, HBO Latino is doing something. And that's great. That's great. But you know what? There's guys like Angelo Lozada who's doing it for 20 years and then get that TV special, that exposure. And there's a lot of Angelo Lozadas out there who deserve to be seen and shown. We deserve to see these guys. But we don't, because now what's happening, when you have these stand-up shows or these specials, whatever you want to call them, they're looking for those young, cute, up-and-coming comedians because they're going by some TV ratings, certain age groups. But what these people don't know is when it comes to comedy, it takes years, man. It takes years to develop. It takes years to be good. That's why when you see these guys like Bill Burr on TV, excuse me, Dave Chappelle, all these guys, they've been doing it for years, man. Years. It takes time to be good. So what I'm saying is, when they show these up-and-coming ones, yeah, they're good and they're funny, but they're not seasoned. They're not Angelo Lozada. And those are the ones who deserve to be seen more than anybody. They paid their dues. They've been around forever. And yet, TV thinks they might be a little too old for their age range. I don't know if I'm making sense. TV thinks like they need this 25 to 35 or 18 to 20 because that's what the audience is. Listen, when it comes to comedy, age doesn't matter. Look at Rodney Dangerfield. He was killing at 60. You see, because the beauty about comedy is there could be a comedian who's 60 years old. Someone's going to know who he is. You can relate to. See, what I'm trying to say is when it comes to comedy, it doesn't matter what age you are. You can relate to anybody. For example, if you're 60 years old, hey, that guy reminds me of my uncle. That guy reminds me of my father. You see what I'm saying? And the comedy is relatable because whatever that comedian is talking about, I can relate to it because he reminds me of an uncle, he reminds me of a father. So when it comes to comedy, I don't care how old you are. If you're funny, boom, it's okay. But yeah, TV, they want that cute look, you know, 16, 17, 25. Man, it just pisses me off. That's all I'm saying, man. Angelo Lozada deserves to be known by everybody. Everybody. It shouldn't take his death to be known. It shouldn't take his death for everybody to know who Angelo Lozada was. And I ask you to go to YouTube, check out his videos. This man was like comedy jazz. It's smooth, funny. He was good, man. He was great. So, let me just end by saying this, man. We need more Latino comedy representation on TV. It's been 25 years already. 25 years. Like I said, name me a show that you can go, oh yeah, that one. There isn't none. And the comedians you're seeing today, God bless them, they're all funny, they're all good. I'm not saying they're not. They're very funny, and they're very good. And they fit that, school, I don't know what they call it on TV, that certain audience from 17 to 30, because that's what TV wants. But you're missing out on the Angelo Lozadas. There's a lot of Angelo Lozadas out there who are funny as hell and are on different levels than these up-and-coming comedians. But because TV thinks the age range isn't right for them, we're missing out on them. But you see, we can take care of all that. We can take care of all that. Because like they say, if TV won't do it, then we do it. You build it. I build it. If I build my own platform, then you see I take care of the problem. And I have built my own platform. And I can continue to build my own platform. But here's the problem now. TV wants certain comedians. You see? Or there's no budget for the shows. There's always an excuse. The easiest thing for me to do is bring back the locals. I bring it back tomorrow. 24 hours, I have the locals back up and running. But where am I going to air it? See what I'm saying? Now you would think Univision, Galavision, Telemundo, Latinos, Helping Latinos, they would be all over this, right? You want to pay. So, here's to you, Angelo Lozada. Wherever you are, bro. I'm going to make sure that your name doesn't go down in vain. I'm going to make sure everybody knows who you are, brother. I'll make sure everybody knows who you are. Funny guy, big heart. So, rest in peace, brother. And people, please support Latino comedy. Go to live shows. I mean, you can watch YouTube all you want, man, but there's nothing better than a live show. Support Latino comedies. Go to their shows. If they have merchandise, buy it. That's how you're helping support them so they can continue to do comedy, man. Talk about your favorite Latino comedians. Post it on Facebook. Name your favorite comedians. We deserve it. Nobody else is doing it for us. We got to do it ourselves. Anyway, thanks for listening. Hopefully it makes sense. I just had to do this because, I love Angelo Lozada. And he deserved better. He deserved better. And when I say that, I mean everybody should have known who Angelo Lozada is. So we failed him. We failed him.